Nous υγιής εν σώματι υγιή, a sound mind in a sound body. Reflecting upon this educational ideal from ancient Greece, one can only wonder how these values that are associated with the Olympic movement from ancient Greece, that of 776 BC, could have anything to do with modern society and values that either Greeks or Phil-Hellenists might be able to benefit from. Olympism is essentially a celebration of humanity. Humanity needs values to survive, needs values to include and infuse within education, so that youth, the workforce, people regardless of background, religion, will be able to further understand the ethos, the ethical reasoning that is so essential and significant in everyday life. Thinking about those values, starting with fair play that are more directly related to sport and physical activity, and then maybe drawing a connection between fair play and the values that one picks up playing sports and justice, social justice. Is there a connection there? Absolutely. You need to learn to abide by the rules. You need to be able to appreciate the opponent, because unless there is competition, unless there is an opposing team, there is no sport. There is no basis or foundation for sport. And noble competition is something that we have carried over through the ages from the ancient Olympic Games, from the Olympic movement. This is fundamental to what we could also start describing as some of the tenets of Philotimo. Essentially means love for honor, but it could also be love for wisdom, love for virtue. One of the most significant elements underpinning Philotimo, again having to do with sport, is essentially this self-sacrifice. You need to sacrifice a plethora of otherwise joys in life in order to train hard. There is a famous saying from Homer, "En aristevin," forever do your best, always compete against your better self and excel. Really, an athlete and a champion athlete is one of the most virtuous examples of the exemplified behavior underpinning Philotimo. An athlete will always try to go above and beyond. This is again Philotimo. You want to go above and beyond to show this sacrifice that you're willing to do for the fellow human being. We see that in hospitality. You can see that when you enter a shop in a village of the mountains of Epirus or Mount Olympus. You can see that in the islands, you can see that in the southern part of Crete. Anywhere you go, you will see that people will want to go above and beyond for hospitality. Nobody is requiring them to do that. So again, that's the element of the volunteerism that is also associated with the Olympic Games of modern society. A volunteer is not going to be paid, but still the volunteer will do his or her job a lot better than the paid employees. And that's a phenomenon that is discussed in the literature. The connotation of an athlete is usually the Olympic champion. This is fair and this is great for the elite few. What about the 99% of the population? Can they find Philotimo through athletic engagement? Yes, they can. But they need to have the discipline to be able to do that and undergo this metamorphosis of the soul, the spirit, mind and body, as we have the triangle of the spirit, mind and body that led to the YMCA movement. They have this motto, spirit, mind and body, and the triangle is upside down. The significance of this is that you have to find the perfect balance, and this alludes to the notion of moderation that comes stemming from ancient Greece and the ancient Olympic Games. You can see the association between athletic competition and through this maybe channel of flow towards the ultimate goal, the individual undergoes this metamorphosis that will render him or her a better human being because he or she will have achieved that the virtue that is also found within Philotimo.